Welcome back to Toronto. We're inside Scotiabank Arena. There's some dejected Raptors fans leaving the arena as their team loses Game 2 to the Golden State Warriors. I'm here with Paul, Jalen, and Chauncey. And there's a lot to talk about in this, including some pretty important injuries that we'll get to. But as far as, Paul, what you saw from that Golden State Warriors team, that seems to be that third quarter team that we've learned to recognize.
Yeah, I felt like this was a must-win for Toronto Raptors because, you know, these guys, they didn't take this game serious enough, I felt like, because when you're at home and you come out in the third quarter and you allow an 18-0 run on your home floor, which should never happen, that tells me that you didn't want it bad enough. When DeMarcus Cousins outplays Marc Gasol, when Danny Green gives you nothing, when Kyle Lowry doesn't step up, this tells me you guys don't know what it takes, and the Golden State Warriors do, and it showed tonight. I mean, maybe they got a chance when they go to Golden State. What's happening with Klay Thompson's injury? KD maybe returning. But my hat's off. I want to give a hats off to Boogie Cousins because I wasn't sure if he can have any impact in this series. And tonight, he outplayed Gasol. He outplayed pretty much the whole front line of Gasol and Ibaka put together.
And he was forced out there. I mean, a lot more minutes, I think, than Steve Kerr was.
Yeah, he did it. And here's kind of what I've seen. I mean, at the end of the second quarter, well, first of all, in the first quarter, Klay got going, right? But this team is so different when Steph Curry makes shots. He didn't make a field goal in the first quarter. Came out at the end of the second, made a couple three-pointers. I think 3 of them. They figured that out. And then in the third quarter, you come out, and to me, what the Raptors did is they started playing not to lose the game. Correct. As opposed to just playing to win, like they did in Game 1. And let me say this, too. Andre Iguodala. This generation's Robert Horry.
Man, that was big.
Playoff basketball. He makes big shots. Swiss Army knife. He just really gets it done out there. And hats off to that team. I picked them to win this game, but I wasn't very confident about it. But they came, championship pedigree, championship DNA. Jalen, that was a beautiful performance.
Absolutely. And for the Golden State Warriors, and of course we're going to give DeMarcus Cousins a lot of credit, and rightfully so. Andre Iguodala for making a big shot late in the game. Doing it with Looney and Klay Thompson both leaving the games with injuries, and obviously KD not playing. But this game was all about Draymond Green. He vowed that he was going to play a lot better on both ends of the floor. His points were up. He was dropping dimes. He was getting boards. He had a couple of great stops in the fourth quarter against Kawhi Leonard where he stole the ball from him. Did a terrific job of guarding Pascal Siakam the entire game. No doubt about it. And he started to push the tempo. You guys know, we were in the building. It reminded me of the Portland series.
Oh, yeah.
How he was pushing the ball off makes or misses, and all of a sudden people getting backdoor cuts. And Draymond Green's energy and leadership and tenacity did not allow the Toronto Raptors to have a rhythm. And it played itself out in the third quarter when everybody showed up at the party and started being more productive.
Can I ask you guys a question? Because I do think the way that the Raptors came out in the second half was very bizarre. They came out, it seemed lethargic, no energy. This place got quieted really quick. An 18-0 run. What happens back there that you do that?
Well, to me, everybody in the world knows this third quarter Warriors team. I'm sure they talked about it at halftime. The Raptors did. But you come back out there and everybody's second-guessing themselves. The shots that they were shooting in the first half and in Game 1 knocking down, they start pump faking. They start looking for somebody else. That's a fragile team. That's a fragile team. I don't think that – I disagree with Paul. I don't think that this was a must-win, but it was a big, big game for this team. I think that they can still –
This did something to the Raptors' confidence, I'm telling you, because you get a performance like this out of Kawhi Leonard, you got to take advantage of that. This guy, he goes out, Van Vliet. You got to take advantage of that. But I'm very disappointed at the rest of the starters, Kyle Lowry, Gasol, these guys just – Danny Green. These guys just didn't show up
for me, it really wasn't about what the Raptors didn't do. It was all about the championship DNA, as these guys know, of the Golden State Warriors. And all of those buckets in the fourth quarter were assisted, giving up good shots to get great shots.
And that's going to do it for us as we all head out west for Game 3 at Oracle on Wednesday. Late local news next, except on the West Coast where you're going to see Jimmy Kimmel live game night. We'll see you Wednesday.